welcome back to Fanhome's Infinity Gauntlet Package 10, stages 42 through 46. This is going to be a long one compared to the other ones that were kind of small timed. Things are going to look a little bit different from here on out. I moved during this process, and so I'm able to back the camera up here a little bit, and you can see more of where I'm working from. Hopefully it'd be a better shot now that this project's getting bigger and longer and taller and all the things. But this is going to be a little accent details being put on the Infinity Gauntlet forearm. Like I said before, you always want to test fit the pieces and make sure everything's nice and smooth, and you figure out how they go on before you start screwing stuff down. But once it looks good, screw it down. What you see me going to be doing here is reaming out these holes. There's a little flash left over from when they casted the product. So you just take your screwdriver in, ream it around the edges there, take care of that flash. You'd be good to go. Finish up this stage, we're going to the next. This stage is adding the mirror side of that piece that we just did prior on the forearm. So as you can see, I don't cut from this because I want you to know that not everything is perfect and easily read. So I was trying to figure out why this wasn't going on, but what you got to do is overlap the two pieces together. I thought they would go side by side like this, but they don't. They overlap, and then everything fits fine. Once the light bulb goes on, you figure it out. And with that, another stage done. On to the next one. This piece will be in the center of the two pieces that we just merged together, covering up the screw holes and adding a little bit more accent details to the gauntlet. So what I did in between that shot was clean up the area, put away the old screws and stuff, and we're going to move on to the base, the free base that comes with the kit. So we're going to put these together and you'll see how this goes. All these pieces just overlap one another and then get screwed from the back. And I'll make the process pretty fast here with a snap of my fingers instead of Thanos's, and complete all these while you don't have to watch me to do that. Now that that's out of the way, we can put the back panels of the base on. Technically, I guess the bottom of the base on to finish up the base part of it. Once again, with some editing magic, we can fast forward through that boring part. All the screws are in there, everything's nice and flush. We'll move on to the next part. In this stage, we're able to finish off the base here by putting the center part on that holds the pole, that holds the gauntlet in place, and we also get the power stone. These two pieces do fit pretty snug in there, so it needs some forceful reassurance that it's going to work there. So you just give it a love tap or two and make sure the pins are lined up, and it should go in with some force and nice and smooth and flush. Here I'm doing the pinwheel screwing method where you screw in on the opposite sides of where you go, and it puts pressure in equally on all sides. Be sure not to tighten them down too much or you might crack the plastic because it is just plastic. At this point, we put the little rubber feet on to cover the screw holes. This is not the base that I'll be using. I did opt for the premium base, which has LED lights, which will be a separate video once I get all the pieces in, and I'll be glad to show that to you as well. That's the end of this kit with the Power Stone. We'll just hold that off to the next stage and put it all together on the next one. This is the Power Stone that you've seen in the first Guardians of the Galaxies movie. We're going to put this little piece together and keep them with the other stones that I have in my little tackle box. There is a certain way these circuit boards do go in. There is a matching pin you can see that only goes in one way, and it goes down flush with the pin, so you can't put it in the wrong way. Now time for the purple gem. It is a see-through piece of plastic. I've been trying to think of how to diffuse the LED light to kind of make it look more gem-like and not just a light shining inside of a plastic piece, but I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do there. I'm also thinking about modding the whole stones and all the stones themselves to be lit up through like an on-off button or remotely. I haven't come up with how to do that quite yet, but I'll be sure to tell you and show you what I do and how I do it. Pretty much when I'm almost done with this whole gauntlet, I'll go back and see what I need to do to wire these all up together so that way it's not a single push in, push out for each stone. It'll just be an on off from remotely or an on off button on the bottom of the base. That's my plans. And just to let you know, these tabs with the magnets are a pain in the neck. Not really much for these little pieces that go in the gauntlet, but when you go into the gauntlet itself and put those tabs on with those magnets, they kind of want to just connect to everything metallic. Now that we got the batteries in, no need for a dance off. I'll just turn the thing on here and you can see what it looks like. This one isn't too bad. The purple does diffuse it a lot better than, like, say, the yellow. But I'll see if there's anything else we can do to diffuse it in the future. But that's the end of that stage. We'll put the rest of these in here so you can get an idea of all the ones we've gotten done so far. Well, that's the end of the stage and the end of that package. Hope to see you again.